What's in a word? We'd better stop and go over some words. Otherwise, our upcoming chapters will get confusing. We're going to be reading about democracy and theocracy. But before we get to those chapters, let's go over an explanation of these ideas along with some others too. If you keep reading history, you'll learn about Abraham Lincoln. He said that democracy was government of the people, by the people, and for the people. That's a good definition. Democracy is based on people power. Think of a pyramid with the leader at the top and all the people at the bottom. The leader is picked from the bottom row and raised to the top. Power goes from the bottom to the top. You'll see in a minute that in some kinds of government, power goes the other way. Democracy comes in two varieties: direct democracy and representative democracy. When you choose someone to vote for you, you have representative democracy. The members of the House of Burgesses at Jamestown represented the colonists and made laws for them. Our Congress does the same thing for us today. We live in a representative democracy based on law. We are ruled by laws made by congressmen and congresswomen whom we elect. Some New England towns have direct democracy. All the people in the town get together at a town meeting and vote directly on important issues. No one votes for them. It is possible with modern technology that we will have more direct democracy in the future. We may be able to vote directly for certain laws through our TV sets. However, we will always need representatives who can take the time needed to make decisions on complicated issues. Autocracy is the opposite of democracy. It is a government by a single authority with unlimited power. Remember the pyramid I showed you earlier? This is our pyramid from democracy that shows that the people elect the leader, so the power comes from the people and goes up to the leader. In an autocracy, power starts at the top of the pyramid, like this. A dictator is an autocrat. If a dictator doesn't like you, he can have you killed without consulting anyone or giving you a trial. An infamous dictator that you may be familiar with is Adolf Hitler. Autocrats don't have to be bad. There have been a few good ones in history, but only a few. If a dictator is terrible, the people are stuck with him or her. They have no power, except sometimes brute force. In the old days, kings and queens were autocrats. Today, they usually share power with a parliament. A theocracy is a government by a church in the name of God. An aristocracy is government by a small group of privileged people. England was an aristocracy in the 17th century. The king and the landowning aristocrats who controlled parliament ruled. I know this may be tough and maybe a bit boring, but it is important. Democracy, autocracy, theocracy, and aristocracy are all words that tell you about political power and who has it.